Hello there. I was just eating my moldy green toast with something smeared over its surface. And it's time to talk some Transformers. That was terrible. Welcome to Australian Transformers Weekly. We are bringing you Transformers news from around the world into Australia and sometimes Australian news out to the world. This is episode 203. We are recording live on Monday, November the 4th, 2019. This episode we'll be talking about some new Studio Series figures, masterpiece figures cited at a recent convention. We're not talking about that one. And there's more statues coming. Brad's gone. Brad's lost it. He's gone early. Thank you, Brad, for adding all the statue news to the run sheet. Don't know what we'd do without you. All that and more coming up after this. All right, hi. Hi. Welcome to the show.
This went well.
It's gone well early. Welcome to the show. I'm Jason. Joining me this week, we have the Canberra contingent. That is Cam. How are you doing, Cam?
Good. How are you?
Cam, are you from Canberra?
We are from Canberra. Sure.
Yeah, I mean, like I'm sure when people are growing up and their kids are growing up, or when kids are growing up or whatever, they often pronounce Canberra as Canberra. So
Canberra
from Canberra.
Canberra.
Brad's already yawning. It's good. we're literally the show timer has just hit 2 minutes and Brad has let out a yawn. We might be setting a record. Brad, coming to us from your undisclosed location in country Victoria, how are you doing?
Well, disclosure, I let out a yawn during the introduction, but that is more to my tired state, not to the quality of the hosting.
You sure? I kind of feel like I could go each way at this point.
We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
It's going to be a big show.
Brad, it's been a long time since we've had you on. Actually, no, it's not. It's been a couple of episodes since we had you on, but because we don't do an episode every week at the moment, it feels like it's been a long time. What have you been up to? How's things? How's actually more to the point? Let's cut to the chase. I want to see the dog.
Roxy.
Yeah, I want to see the dog. Where's
Roxy? She was here earlier.
Did she run off?
Yeah,
okay.
she might have gone to bed.
So
we'll do live updates. Live updates during the show if she comes back out.
All right. For anyone who is listening to the audio stream instead of watching the video stream, you'd be listening to the video stream. Brad does have a very, very cute new puppy, and she is very, very gorgeous. What is she? Is she a boxer or
Jack Russell?
Jack Russell. Yeah, she's Jack Russell, and she's very cute. So yeah. I will at some point probably be joined or interrupted by the menagerie of animals in my apartment as well. Cam, have you got a menagerie of animals in your place?
Only goldfish. Unfortunately, the landlord doesn't allow any other pets.
The goldfish does seem unlikely to interrupt the show.
Yeah. Unless something really badly goes wrong.
Yeah. No, I mean, like they can commit suicide and jump themselves out of their tank or bowl or whatever they're in. Yeah.
I'm glad you didn't say just the wife.
Just the wife. Yeah.
I'm also glad he didn't say that, but now you've said it. All right.
You see the shoe coming in and
yeah, I think we might end the audience interaction part of the show there and go to the news. How does that sound? Do we want to do news?
There's a bit to talk about. Let's get into it.
All right. Here's some news, and I'm going to be extremely impressive with this. Bam! There we go. It's a Bumblebee. Oh. I thought it was
familiar.
I thought it was going to be a little bit more impressive. It does look familiar. We are looking at Studio Series, any fucking number off the planet. They're all Bumblebee. So I mean, they may as well call them Bumblebee series at this point. This is some of the in-hand images of some of the new Studio Series. They're not in hand. They're in a fucking photography tent. So this is the 2007 Camaro Bumblebee, which I got to be honest, it looks just like every other freaking Studio Series Bumblebee. They've just changed a couple of parts on it. I think the most impressive I think the most impressive part of this is that they may be equaling the number of reuses of a mold inside one line. Whereas, like, as I cast my eyes over to the 31 Seekers that are on my shelf, that took them 10 years. But like, I think they're going to do it inside 100 Studio Series figures. We'll see.
Yeah, there's some Studio Series figures that do take the original molds, the original figures, and excel, but this is worse than what we got from Dark of the Moon, Revenge of the Fallen, and the original 07.
I'm just actually sick of Bumblebee in the Studio Series. I'm sorry.
Well, that too.
There is, of course, a World War II Hot Rod. Yeah, the French will hear. I'm at this point completely unfamiliar with the rest of the Studio Series figures. Is this a remold of the World War II Bumblebee, which was
I'd assume so.
Universally lauded as, wait a second, terrible?
Yeah, I can confirm that. I've got it.
Okay, so it's a remold of the terrible bot into a terrible racial conflagration. I don't know.
Is there a car alt mode? Oh, no, there's not. Okay.
No, there's not for that one.
I'd assume it would be. It would do repaint.
Dark of the Moon Soundwave, you're up. Dark of the Moon Soundwave does come with Laserbeak.
So did Dark of the Moon Soundwave.
Well, it is Dark of the Moon Soundwave. So
the original one.
I actually think, well, it's probably the original one redone, isn't it? I actually think it's hilarious the way this Soundwave looks like he's crouching over. He's crouching over, but his hair's stuck to the point at which he crouched from. I don't know. It's like, you know, when you plant your face on glass and it just sort of like slowly slides down the glass. That's sort of what Dark of the Moon Soundwave has done. He is, of course. I believe Dark of the Moon Soundwave might be the only Transformer that's actually got an official alt mode of a Mercedes.
Drift.
Which Drift? One of them? I don't know.
Age of Extinction. No, the other one. Last Night Drift. The black and red one's got Mercedes grill on as well. The original Dark of the Moon Soundwave was a bit of an ape man with the big torso and little spindly legs. This has got a little bit thicker legs to it, but yeah, I don't know.
He's saying his legs are thick.
Yeah, this one here is, but there's not a lot of colour. There's a lot of grey plastic, especially Laserbeak and that.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of grey in this, but then there was a lot of grey in Soundwave, and there are at least multiple tones of grey, and I think they have actually gone for some sort of a metallic surface on his car mode. Like it looks vaguely shiny, but there's actually a lot of different shades of grey inside the thing here. I don't think there's 50, but you know, maybe there's 49 or so. We'll see.
Yeah, but there should be some blue on his discs on his arms and that too. So there's missing some paint.
Yeah, maybe.
Just for some stuff to stick out.
All right, and what else we got? There's the three sisters,
Fembots.
Arcee, Chromia, and Elita One, and these guys are all repaints of each other, right? Or are they slightly different in their molds?
They look different.
Do they? I mean, like they just look like they're in different configurations. I can't tell. They are movie Transformers. You know my feelings on movie Transformers.
Oh, no.
Anyone? I don't know.
They got different wheel spokes. That's about it.
Oh, you're right. You're right. They do too.
And they've got different bits in different places, but that's about the only difference between the three of them.
Yeah. So we are looking at three Fembot motorcycles. There is a pink one, a purple one, and a blue one. I don't know which is which. I'm pretty sure that Chromia is the blue one, but I don't know whether it's
Arcee would be pink and Elita One. Elita One?
Yep, Elita One.
Purple. Yeah. But they do combine into a delicious figure.
What's it called?
Fembot.
It's terrible.
Don't they? I'm pretty sure they do.
pretty sure they don't combine into
Because
Fembot.
they're three Legends figures that combine into deluxe. I thought that was the thing.
Are they Legends figures?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay, I'm moving on. That looks like a Megatron.
Yeah.
So we do have a 2007 Megatron. So he's in his jet mode before he got the shit kicked out of him later in the movie. And I don't think he ever recovered for the entire franchise, did he?
No.
That's not.
No.
Until they rebooted Megatron in the last night. Look, Brad, you're more of a fan of the movies than I am. How does the jet mode look for the 2007 Megatron?
But it looks good. It's missing all the ice shit that the Voyager from 07 had. Probably one of the better Megatrons.
Yeah. What about his robot mode? Like his robot mode actually looks fairly menacing to me. Like, what do you think?
He's got some chunky thighs.
I mean, sure it does, but everyone's got to have a chance somewhere. Like there's someone for everyone. Chunky thighs Megatron. There might be a chunky thighs Prime out there somewhere for him.
Problem was Megatron was a Decepticon coming to Earth as a Decepticon and not having a Earth mode, and his Cybertron in jet mode, and just the body. A lot of people have big issues with that whole thing. So,
are you critiquing the movie now or the toy?
I think I'm critiquing fans, so we should probably move on.
So you don't have a problem with the toy?
I think the original leader, apart from
look at the
mobility
one in front of you.
Yeah, but the original leader figure, apart from some mobility or articulation issues, I think it's still a better looking first movie Megatron than this.
Oh, okay, all right. So you're not standing the studio series. You'd rather go back to the 2007 one.
This seems to be using the same torso as the Revenge of the Fallen, just that triangular torso that the original movie figure doesn't have. They're reusing the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron.
So they've taken the Revenge of the Fallen Megatron and they've sort of tooled him back to the 2007 one. Yeah, fair enough.
That's what I'm saying in this robot mode anyway.
Okay. And then there's also this shit show which is called Mixmaster.
Yeah.
Is it me or does Mixmaster have two barrels, or does he have one barrel that has the second barrel inside? I don't really understand. Also, he looks like he's on stilts.
That's similar to the original Revenge of the Fallen figure.
Okay,
with the split barrels.
So this is the Mixmaster that's going to be needed for the Devastator, isn't it?
Yeah,
he is a Constructicon. He will be needed. Yes.
Yeah.
So sorry, but if you are building a Studio Series Devastator, you will need this figure.
So I will.
You will love this figure, and you will own it as if it's your own.
You will need to go out and swap money.
Yes. Yeah.
I know it's a terrible possibility.
I'm not feeling that one.
Yeah, as much of an absolute pain in every orifice possible that original Revenge of the Fallen Mixmaster is to transform.
No one cares about the originals. How's this one?
I hate it.
All right. So officially, your response and my response to this figure are both the same, which is thanks. I hate it.
Well, I can have the original Revenge of the Fallen Constructicons as figures. This guy will be a head.
But the point is that we're looking at new Studio Series figures. So, I don't care what the original one looks like.
Well, I'm just letting you know how it's going to go into my collection. This will not be a figure called Mixmaster. It will be a Devastator's head.
Devastator.
So officially,
and I've invested as well. So
officially, it is going into 2/3 of the podcast's collections.
Yes,
eventually.
Well, I think we've committed this far, haven't we? So.
Maybe wait for a run-out sale or something. I don't know. Yeah.
Unfortunately, if you're building Devastator, waiting may cost you more.
Yeah,
but we'll see.
He's got
okay.
All right, he's got the right vehicle mode. Yeah, we've got the vehicle mode up on screen now. He's a competent cement truck. It looks like he could actually turn up at a construction site in disguise and, mix some cement.
Have they got some extra wheels on it though? Just in front of those back two.
I think they
Yeah,
do.
it's supposed to be
Is it
for
the spare
a
wheel?
try. Yeah, no, I'll try drive. We'll get to it a little bit later where we get to Devastator himself, but this is the one thing that looks better than the Supreme Devastator.
All right. Well, let's speed towards the combined form of Devastator. I'm going to move us on. Along with these figure reveals, we did get some reveals of the new boxes for up on screen. Bumblebee, surprise! It looks like a Studio Series box.
It looks just like the Dark of the Moon leader.
World War II Autobot Otrod. Otrod looks just like a Studio Series figure.
Stop the time.
Soundwave, please don't. Like that means I have to look at them forevermore. Soundwave looks like a Studio Series figure.
Trophies. Are we doing catchphrases for each one or not?
Sure, why not?
I'm stumped now.
Yeah, right. Well, I mean, like, you've only done one.
This way, Sam.
So having a look at this, I think you might be right about these. I think you might be right about Chromia, Arcee, and Leader One being legend scale figures. Not that there's a legend scale figure for a Studio Series, but they do look quite small.
That was.
I don't know whether they combine. It doesn't appear. It doesn't look like they combine.
That was the original goal of the deluxes from Revenge of the Fallen. I thought I heard. Yeah, that's why there's pegs. Is that there? And there are some fan modes of those three deluxes combining. But I think Elita 1 was the last one to come out, and all the combiner ports were removed just to get the figure out. So
yeah, but again, like that was like 10 years ago.
Yeah, and we've seen what Combina's done back then. Although they done the twins in the ice cream truck.
But again, we're talking about Studio Series figures. This is Studio Series 52, not whatever the fuck Hasbro fucked up in 10 years ago. We're looking forward to entirely new fucking up of new Hasbro figures. So like, let's hear it. Let's see what they.
I'm just laying the basement work for what the products are that are coming.
And I mean, I just did a Google search as well. I can't see where they're actually combined in any of them. They're all displayed separately.
No, they wouldn't, because they removed the combiner ports from the last one before they released them.
Well, maybe it's just for the fact that they're free legends that are being released in a deluxe box, and that's as a free pack. Yep.
All right, it's time to look at in-hand photographs of Mixmaster. Yay! I could honestly not give less of a shit about these Studio Series figures. Oh, good. There's a new version of Slack to update my machine to as well. Thank you, Slack. But yes. So, like, Mixmaster has the Devastator head inside his torso. There, you can see that. It is. Look. I'll give it this. It is very, very detailed. It looks. I believe it looks better than the last Devastator head they released, but also that is not a high bar for it to set.
You say better. This scared my son. This is something from. Thank you, Blitzwing. No, Astro Train. 9 o'clock on time. No, 10. Wow. Thank you, Daylight Savings. This scared my son. It's War for the Planet of the Caesar Fights Back. Revenge of the Caesar. It looks like a Scun ape face. I don't know. I still prefer the Supreme Devastator, even though it's way out of proportion. And again, we're going to get to it when we get to the body itself. But
I don't really remember the difference. Like,
don't remember. Don't remember it. It's bad. But
let's just okay. Look, let's be honest. Nobody's really expecting the Studio Series Constructicons to be that good, are we?
Yes, that's the whole reason for Studio Series is to be better.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to put this up. There you go. There's your Studio Series Devastator. Doesn't he look stunning and fantastic? So Hasbro did show a prototype. I assume it's a prototype because large swathes of him are blue. They showed a prototype of the combined form of Studio Series Devastator, and it's
Longhaul's already a foot. Why is Longhaul on the chest as well? It doesn't make sense.
Isn't that Hightower on the chest?
No, Hightower's already his arm there.
That's on his arm there, the yellow one.
Oh, look, I was trying to make it look like I was paying attention and giving a shit.
Oh,
It looks like King Kong in a different mode. I don't know. From that image there, it's a giant gorilla.
So, guys, how's your Studio Series Devastator?
Invested.
unfortunately,
Can't stop now. I'm not going to stop now. Yeah.
heavily invested.
But you can stop now.
Well,
I've seen these figures, and you go like, "Fuck that! I'm going to sell my figures."
the good thing up until now with the 4 I have, the robot modes are quite nice, and I can have the robot modes as Constructicons in front of the Supreme, Revenge of the Fallen, Devastator, and it's fine.
Do you know what else you could do? You could just show none of them.
Yeah,
That's a very good point.
but I've got 4 already.
I know. It's because I don't know. It's almost as if people didn't expect it to look like a shit show.
There's box art.
Where's
It didn't look like the box art, does it?
whose dinner is ready?
Someone's about to explode.
Yeah. So it looks completely consistent with like the fact that Studio Series figures are like highly more detailed and more articulated versions of things, trying to look more accurate to what's gone on screen. So of course, Devastator is going to be a shit show.
I have to admit, though, the blue plastic though doesn't really help tell the whole story. So I'm hoping that might kind of change things a bit.
Does it look better from this angle?
No, it does not.
I'm just going to be honest. I think this is a shot from the left-hand side, but I'm not really sure.
Yeah, they got Scrapper there on the arm that's not released yet.
And look, there's a photo from what I think is the right-hand side. But I'll be honest.
There's Hightower.
I can't fucking tell.
I don't understand why there's 2 overhauls incorporated into this figure. You can clearly see there's his whole...
You see, I can clearly see. Like, I can't see shit.
Well, go back to the last one. Go back to the last.
I can't tell what anything here is.
There.
Where?
There's down where the red for Rampage is. Or
you mean this?
Yeah. In front of that, you got the wheel. You've got the rear whatever you want to call it, dumper of overhaul. If you go to the front, you can really see it. Overhaul is just an apron on his front. There. That is the overhaul figure.
I can't tell. I can't tell.
All right.
Do you know why I can't tell?
Because you don't care and it doesn't matter. I know.
Nathan is Devastator. Like, yeah.
At least they've attempted to put him in the hunch over mode. Because in the movies he's kind of hunched over, so kind of.
I'm not sure if that was intentional or if they just put him in too small a box.
It's a mass of metal. It's going to work on all 4s. There's no way the original Devastator could support its own weight by standing on 2 robots.
And what size is this thing? Is it Supreme class or?
I mean, it's not Supreme class. It's 2 deluxe figures.
Yeah, 2 Voyagers and 5 Deluxes. So girthy. With the bots I got, the bots I got currently, it's not going to stay together at all. This is a cluster waiting to be born.
And what rough beast! It's how I come around at last. Can we go to can we talk about something that I like?
Do it.
All right. Takara surprised everyone this week by announcing a collaboration with a Japanese band called Bump of Chicken. I know. They've released a light blue shaded Bumblebee. Now, I believe this is the Titans Return, or was it Power of the Primes Bumblebee? I think it was Titans. And they've not only do you get the Sonic Blue Bumblebee, but you get the exosuit. I'm going to say Charmer, but it could be Karma. And that's one of the band members. So they've done up the old Titan Master that they originally sold with Bumblebee as one of the band members, and it is available exclusively right now from the band's touring venue at the Tokyo Dome. And I am kind of annoyed that I can't go and order this online because I really wanted to. But yes, they said that they'll be selling the merchandise at the venue yesterday and today, and then they will figure out mail order after that. So if you're into this, and I know we have a few people who are around who are very into Bumblebee, so yeah, if you're looking for a special edition Bumblebee that might be a little bit rare, the Bump of Chicken Sonic Blue Bumblebee could well be the thing for you. He's actually, I can't believe I'm going to say this, he's moderately affordable. He's 4,000 Japanese yen, which is about $37 US, which is about 50 Australian dollars for a comparatively rare Legend scale. It's highway robbery, but it is fairly affordable if you're into that kind of thing.
We pay stupid figures for repaints, reissues, and everything. So that's yeah.
We totally do. I also think just from looking from the photo, you can see he does actually have a Bump of Chicken logo on his car doors as well.
So I must raise the question: we have a yellow Bumblebee, we have a red Cliff Jumper. If we're going to blue, Bumblebee, Bubble Jumper, Bubba Gump. I don't know what was blue. I'm not sure if it's Bug Bite that people have been saying that it's a reference to, because I feel like Bug Bite is more white and purple. But there are lots of different colors and types of Bumblebee and stuff. So like it does seem like they've chosen the blue colors as a bit of an homage to something that's come before. I don't know. Well, you mentioned at the top of the show the 30 Seekers that we have from Generation.
The 31 Seekers, yes. No, so like I'm not the Bumblebee collector, but like I do like officials and officials. I do like exclusives and rare figures in my collection. So like I'm kind of tempted to chase this one down. We'll see how I go.
Looks better than Devastator. I'll say that much.
Although he has got a big blue chest. I can see a long haul in there.
Folded out of blue plastic at the moment, but yes.
Yeah.
We'll see. All right, let's move on. Sticking with a bit of Japanese news, we have seen some. We've seen some of the Generations books that have been published by Japanese publisher Hero X, and they just announced this week that there will be a 2020 edition. It will be released on December 10th. There's usually a lot of good photos and a bit of information on the making of the figures that are coming out or have come out in the past year or so. So I've never been able to actually locate one of these. I'm actually really tempted to get one. Like it's full of pretty pictures, and I don't think I'm going to be buying it for the articles like Playboy. But yeah. No one else?
Oh, I'll have to see some photos of what's being included in the book. I think art books in any franchise, just having something like that on your shelf could cater for or replace half your collection. Just having decent photos of figures it definitely is a lot cheaper than going after a lot of G1 stuff if you got a G1 art book on the shelf.
Yeah, that's true. So this is one that they produce every year with current figures, but I feel like Hero X has actually done some more retrospective look back into past ranges as well. Or I mean, it might be someone else's book that I'm getting confused for there as well.
Well, there is no image because it can't be shown in earnest, or it is currently in earnest. So
that's the translation. But I think what they mean to say is that they are currently working on it in earnest. So yeah.
Well, I'm grateful we at least got English out of it. When the post went to the show notes, it was Japanese. But hopefully, they're spending a lot more money on the contents of the book than what Hasbro is on the contents of their figures.
Ooh. Ow.
Zing.
Let's go talk about some figures that Hasbro spent some money on. Look at that. How do you like them apples? It's gold bots.
It's a blender. Lovely.
I'm pretty sure we didn't talk about these last week. Hasbro has announced a new range of bots coming for 2020, and they include the Winner's Circle Gold Chase bots. Now this one is a new mold. We haven't seen the blender before, and he is a gold one. He is one of the chase bots, and there's also a gold version of the and they come in a gumball machine now.
Wow.
This is actually kind of amazing. It's kind of amazing. Hasbro's been having a lot of fun with bot packaging. I don't know if you've seen the arcade set that's currently in Kmart and Toymate stores. It almost looks like a handheld arcade machine with 8 press-out bubbles on the bottom of it, sort of arranged like a D-pad, so it looks like you could pick it up and play the game. This one, it looks like it's designed to, when you slide the red piece to the right, it'll bring a gumball that contains a bot down to the gold area at the bottom. So they are saying that within this pack, this is a 10-pack of bots, and there will be one gold chase figure within each of the 10 packs. And I believe there's 7 gold figures as well. So you could end up with a lot of bots if you're trying to collect all of them.
I mean, lately I've seen there's just 8 of the red balls in a big card, like a real big card.
That was the arcade one I was talking about.
Oh, is it? Is that, yeah.
So that's actually a 16 pack though, because there's 8 bots that are actually visible, and then there's 8 in the press out cards.
Oh wow!
And so you can get that at the moment. It's $45 from Kmart. So it's actually probably the best value bots that you'll find, because it's 16 for $45 is about $3 each. If you're looking for an easy way to get some bots, that's a good pack to get, and they're all pretty fun anyway. So
yeah, like season 2, you get the 5 packs from Target that were $25, so you're still looking at $5 or $20. So yeah, 4 for $5. Yeah.
No,
they're great. They're great fun. One thing I've really enjoyed collecting recently.
So there's so that one of those there, that was the gumball machine, and now there's also a skill tester machine as well. I'm not entirely sure how that one works, but sure. And so here's all the gold bots. So there's a pencil, there's popcorn, there's a blender, there's I think it's just a cupcake, football, donut, game controller, and the turtle plant.
Squirtle.
Pretty much. We don't know. We don't really know when these guys are coming out. But look, honestly, I've got a shitload of bots on the desk in front of me here, and I'm a bit over them.
Yeah, but Jackson, these ones are gold.
No, I know. She's got a new hat. I kind of feel like if they've released maybe 20 in a series, they might be a little less ubiquitous. But oh my god, there's just so many of them.
I'd say 10.
Yeah. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, because there might be 15 or 20 individual characters, but then they repaint every single one, and then some might get a third. Yeah, that's true. Sometimes the repaints were alright though, but yeah. Oh yeah. There's some very nice ones out there, but the fact of the matter stands, there's only so many different coloured Olga and Grand Pianos we can have.
This is true. It's very true. Like I said, I think I'm starting to get a little bit over bots, but we'll see. Do you know what else I'm definitely over?
Hats.
Yeah. No, fuck hats. I'm kind of over movie, but here, let's talk about one. So, Transcraft is a new third-party figure, a new third-party company that's on the scene. They are releasing a figure called Mohican. He is a Last Night Mohawk, and he looks kind of like Mohawk from the Last Night. And it's not like Mohawk from the Last Night was a work of art.
No. It's very hard.
It does look vaguely like someone's taken a transformer and stuck a piranha head on it.
It's I can't remember his name now. It's good to see there's. Well, we got another new third-party company coming into the fray here. We know Unique Toys and that have been looking at some of the movie bots, but they've been doing the primes and that everyone's going to want. Here we have a figure that we didn't get from Hasbro. We might get a long haul repaint or redo into Onslaught from the last night as well, but I think the alt mode looks pretty good. I don't really know how this transforms from one into another, but no, that's his surfboard.
I don't think we actually have a photo of his alt mode here.
Wait, what? I'm pretty sure there was.
No, I didn't see one. I think we've cycled around and come back to the beginning again. No, maybe
lower.
not. Maybe not. Lower. How does that feel, baby?
Lower.
Yeah, we're getting there.
Yeah.
God,
So many photos of his alt mode.
It's got good articulation, doesn't it?
Yeah. Well, he's a stick, so
there's so many
it should be
photos.
easy to move.
It's the freaking figure already. There we go. Okay. Oh, you know what? He kind of vaguely looks like an Unrustable.
Yeah. And looks nothing like his on-screen alt mode just because of the getting one figure into another. But yeah,
did we even see his on-screen alt mode?
Yeah, when they rode up on the junkyard. It's a third-party movie figure, movie deluxe. It's probably going to be $40 or $50.
Can we pause to appreciate the English on the side?
Oh no, where is it?
What up, fellas? Man, I want to beat you right now. Ha ha ha.
Yeah. It wasn't the best writing. Unfortunately, all of the live-action films have had that issue.
I believe that might have actually come from Michael Bay's original script.
Yeah. Yep.
Look, you're right. His alt mode does look pretty good. I'm not in love with his alt mode, but I also don't really like it. But,
yeah. Well, unfortunately, we haven't yet escaped the grip of Michael Bay in the live action series. So one day.
This is true. All right, let's move on a little bit. There's only a couple of stories left to go actually before we're free. Let's talk about this guy, the 3.0 Deluxe Optimus Prime. Now, 3A and 3A, which is now 3.0 for I don't know some reason. Someone did something with money and moved things around from accounts, and now 3A is 3.0 because they have no money, so they're selling very expensive collectibles to make up for it.
I think there was two heads there that decided to split ways as well.
Something like that, yeah. The 3.0 Bumblebee Deluxe Optimus Prime. Now he's called Deluxe. He's not actually the Deluxe size class. It's actually what they call their figure range. Goodness me, he looks good. Now, I'm pretty sure that when we looked at this, when we looked at the Bumblebee version, we were not entirely sure how much it was going to cost, and I think it came out that it was about $300. Now, this guy is probably a little bit bigger than the Bumblebee one, and yeah, so it's he's very articulated. It's 15 inches tall. There's 55 points of articulation. It's a die-cast skeleton. So although it looks metallic, he's not entirely metallic. Light up eyes, and there's a stand. So the paint and the details are really there. He looks fantastic. Now, there's I don't know. Someone's posted a gallery of him, which I'm going to click through into and say like that. Look at the articulation.
Oh no, it's my mouse. Let's click on the photo. Yeah, that one.
Yeah,
go pretty cool.
Prime, go prime.
It's got some good articulation in the legs. It's awesome.
Yeah, well, like I said, 55
fun with it.
articulation, right? There's a lot you can do with him.
But not only that, where the articulation points are, just the fact that as those joints become exposed, they show more detail behind those joints, whether it's the back, the spine, the knees, the elbows, there's no big void of gap because of an articulation point. There's more detail hidden.
Well, I mean, so it doesn't have to transform, right? So, I don't know. So the thing is that this does have like more. It's got more detail and more kibble than the on-screen model actually had.
Money.
Yeah, basically. It actually, it almost looks as if this was one of the earlier prototypes that was more based on sort of the Bay Transformers design. But
Writer's Room 2012 Prime.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh, look, he's very, very impressive. He's almost more impressive than the character model from the movie deserves to be.
Yeah.
I just wish this was 07. It's the one hold up. This may still be my first introduction to movie statues. The fact that it's Bumblebee and not any of the other live action movies is the one thing that's really holding me back, because it's not going to scale with.
You're buying this one?
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's not going to stand with the current Bumblebee movie figures at all.
Yeah,
so.
I know one it will go with.
Yeah.
The 3A Deluxe Bumblebee.
Yeah, I know. I don't want to get that at all. So, yeah.
Fair enough. So he's extremely impressive. I don't actually know how much he's going to be, but
I think it was $450 US.
That does not seem out of band.
Yeah, that's just from memory, but it might be a little bit more. It's probably a little bit more.
I am performing a Google search right now.
We have that ability.
Great
it is
detail,
2019.
It's got excellent detail though, especially on the tips of the exhaust. You can see just the detail they put into it.
River, or tell me about butterflies.
My Google Home is talking to me.
Hello, Butterfly Prime.
I don't really know why. Hey Google, stop.
Shut the hell up.
All right, here we go. You ready? 3A deluxe scale collectible figure. How much is he? $240 US. That's not too bad, actually.
Isn't that less than the Bumblebee?
Probably not, because I think Bumblebee ended up about $300 Australian.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah,
I don't hate that. That's
a 14 is it 12 or 14-inch figure.
He's 15.
15. That's Kronos. That's Masterpiece Magnus. That's a big chunky monkey.
Yeah, he's over a foot tall, right? A foot.
Yeah.
Inches. So, that is not bad at all. I take back everything that I said about it being too expensive. I mean, it's still expensive, but no, it's pretty good.
But at least you haven't got the hang up of not liking the film. So
this is true. I'm just sort of left maybe thinking the figure's a little over the top on detail, but you know what? That's not actually that much of a problem, because I got this guy here. So maybe I don't need it. See, look.
Oh
Brad,
no! Wait.
Wait.
Come here, brah, truck.
There we go. See, we've all got Studio Series 38. So
yeah.
What do I mean? And also, just for shits and giggles, right? Have a look at the side of 38's arms, right? They don't have exposed panels and pipes or anything on them like that. So
I can't. It's in truck mode.
What are they doing here?
Well, that's one of those issues. Even the Prime 1 Studio statues that are going for CG modes or CG artistic flair of what the real character looks like on screen. We don't have the detail here. If they were going for this or what you just threw up, it'd probably be $100 without all that detail.
It's true. That's true.
Yeah, I think I could probably live without it.
Don't you pay any attention to the SS38? It's okay.
but then how much detail are these things lacking? Go to the CG render of the figure and just see what's there. Yes, I don't think he had all that detail on the outside of his arms. I'm pretty sure they were flat paneled with the gold triangle on it, like we see in the MP1 and 10.
Yeah.
Oh, go that other shot of him with Bumblebee and that whole.
Look, they do look good together.
That's Starscream / Blitzwing.
He looks awesome. I could definitely see him on my shelf.
Yeah.
Blitzwing / Starscream or Starscream / Blitzwing.
Yeah. Yeah, no matter the whole controversy there, that's a mighty fine looking bot. I don't care what. And you could even throw it in your Macross as well. Just it looks stunning.
Yep.
All right, let's move on. So he's coming out soon. TFW was given I think it was TFW. They were given an advanced copy of it to do some photography with, and the results have impressed. Let's move on.
Yeah, I've seen some people getting in here now, so yeah, it must be very close to release.
Yeah, must be imminent. Yeah. All right. What's next? So this is pop culture shock collectibles. They've got a Nemesis Prime. So they've been doing sort of like cell shaded. I think they're PVC statues, are they? Or not sure, but they've been doing cell shaded statues. So of course they've done a repaint of Prime into Nemesis Prime.
How do we feel about the Nemesis of the Primus? Jason, do you collect the purples? Well, any MP10s. There was the Eva one, which wasn't Nemesis; it was just purple. But just going for the evil.
There are generally Nemesis ones of Prime. There's a Nemesis. There's a Black Rodimus Convoy. On the masterpiece scale, I don't mind. Like generally, Takara seems to be the ones that release the black repaints of things. So like they've done the black version of Siege as Nemesis Prime. Hasbro has not bothered, but I kind of don't care. Like I don't need them personally for my collection. The Nemesis figures sort of have come in from a particular, a particular point in the Japanese series, and so now it's like a free repaint for them. If they're going to do an Optimus Prime, they're going to do a Nemesis as well.
Cam, any of the Prime figures in your line you've gone after Nemesis as well?
I don't have any Nemesis Primes. I've got the Black Convoy pen, but that's about as far as I've gotten into it. So it's,
the transforming pen.
The transforming pen, yeah.
Transforming pen, yeah.
Yeah. It's that's the only Black Convoy I've got, unfortunately, or Nemesis Prime.
All right, let's move on. A couple more stories before we go. They are Bumblebee related. There are these Trumpeteer model kits that are coming out. So they've covered most of the characters from the movie, and even the ones that only had bit parts. So you can see Shatter or Dropkick there. I'm pretty sure that's Shatter. There's Bumblebee in the background. You can see Soundwave in the background, Blitzwing in the foreground there, and there's a Prime and a Bumblebee there as well. And we'll have a quick look up there. There's no word on price or release date, but we do know that they're about 10 to 15 centimeters tall once assembled.
Again, I don't need them to transform. So if the details there. If I have to paint them myself, then there's going to be issues. But
this is true. I mean, like you could ask someone else to paint them for you, but like, I don't know. Like the Flame Toys ones, like they snap together in the right colors. So
yeah,
like there's a chance that these might actually be colored plastic and you snap them together when they're done, because these are obviously prototypes, right?
Yeah, I wonder if they're articulated or is Blitzwing just too tired to stand up?
I think it looks like there is some.
Or maybe there were early prototypes and you couldn't stand.
Yeah, but I think sorry, I'm a bit tired there. But like I think if you look at the legs around Shadow there, like you can see what look like joints.
Yeah. Yeah, she's got some hips too, which I don't recall from the character mold, so there might be some artistic flair there.
I think you mean artistic license.
Yeah, that too.
not artistic. But yeah. All right, last thing. Hasbro has officially licensed YOLO Park to create some action figures as well. And so They've released some official renders of Bumblebee, the movie, the 7th generation Prime. We don't know what that means, but it's an interesting looking. It's an interesting looking Prime. So if we look at the small text on here, so I don't really know what Yellow Park is, but it says there's an internal interconnect endoskeleton system, 24. Holy shit! That 24 inches height measured from head to toe, with more than 150 points of articulations.
I wonder if this is a lot smaller, cheaper Ultra Metal Prime. Maybe there's going to be some removal.
No, because it's 24 inches. It's 2 feet tall.
Okay, much bigger.
Yes.
Cheaper Ultra Metal Prime. Well, that was $1,000 figure.
I don't think it's going to be cheaper. It's got 100. It's 100. What is it? 150. Yeah, that's 150. It's a 3-digit number. 150 points of articulation.
Is this a result of Unicron?
No.
Big bots don't lie. Let's make more big bots.
No, like it's not, because someone's actually been working on this for a really long time. But
yeah, it's a good point. Wow.
So, yeah.
I want to see more of this in the future and what this is.
Yeah, interesting. We'll see. Let me just scroll up on the news item. Does it say? So it's just renders. We're not going to see details or a prototype yet. They'll probably be a while away. I mean, the movie's almost a year old now, and they're just bringing this out now. So like, I don't think they're too concerned about the timing.
Yeah, we got Toy Fair next year.
Probably do. All right. That is it for the news.
Lovely.
I'm going to kick. No, wait. I'm not going to kick the news share. No, I'm going to kick the news share out because it is time. It's time to talk about
news.
Who's got new stuff?
I can be very brief. I don't think I talked about this last time. Dropkick. Oh, this is going to get hell to get used to. Studio Series Dropkick, the car version and not the helicopter version. That alt mode is just gold. Robot mode's not too bad as well. Just getting some of the Bumblebee figures. I'm pretty sure I talked about Prime on another show as well. The only other ones, I think last time I was on, I discussed hiding Refractor at stores. Went back a week later, Refractor was still there hiding, so I purchased Refractor for I got $8 off or whatever. I think it was on special for some price. So it's over in my son's toy box at the moment.
He seems to be everywhere these days too, Refractor.
Yes. Well, since in the week since then, that gone in and is like 8 on shelves. So
flooded with Refractors. They got from none to lots.
Exactly.
We did hear that there was going to be a case assortment of Refractor that was going to come out. So Refractor is in the same wave as Red Alert and Brunt, I think, as well. So
and Hound,
that's right. Hound is also in there, and so they've done a case assortment. So they've been able to send out just a case full of Refractors because they figure that people are going to buy multiples. Cam,
I got a few. So we've spoken about this one a few times on the group. So it's Cyber Battalion Jetfire. Again, I'm not sure how I feel about it, but
I am.
Don't show that side. You don't need to show that side.
Yes, that's Jetfire there. But I mean, the alt mode looks pretty good.
Oh, you turned it over. Where's Jetfire gone? Oh, wait, there he is. Oh,
there he is. There he is. It's very, very cheap plastic, but I don't know. It was $35. It is what it is. Robot mode doesn't look too bad at the end of the day. I also got some Datstro customs, which is really good. Thanks, Datstro. War of Cybertron Soundwave.
So it's a full of Cybertron Soundwave. It's been customized into Sound Blaster, I think, is it?
Yep, it is. So he's done a really, really good job.
Yeah. There's a full of Cybertron Seeker done up as Sunstorm.
Yep.
Colors on it.
These are versions of the Seekers that never came out, and there's an Acid Storm as well. So Dastro's done a fantastic job customizing.
Look fantastic.
They look great.
Yep. So that's the acquisitions, yeah. So I'm just spending some time with Jetfire more than the other ones just to try and warm to it. But we'll see if that can be done. I don't know.
It's probably the cleanest not jet mode underneath.
Yeah.
than every other figure. But.
Yeah, I really should have got Shockwave, I think, over Jetfire because, $35 each. It was down to one or the other. Should have gone Shockwave, but went Jetfire.
The Shockwave alt mode did look good.
Yeah.
I got an even better solution for you. Don't buy Cyber Battalion.
I won't be anymore.
No,
unless it's old. Who is it? Alpha Tron. Is that the line that one's in?
I don't think so.
Oh no, that's the Bumblebee. Okay, that's the Cyberverse one step. Don't worry about it.
Fair enough. I do have one acquisition from the last week, which I'm looking quite forward to getting, and it is this dude. Ooh. It is New Age Megatron. So, like all the New Age figures, he's a little sort of vaguely legend scale figure. He's a little bit larger than the Jazz that I've been using in all the photos and things, but that's fine because it's Megatron, not Jazz. And he's pretty cool. He comes with two faces. This is the face that I prefer to have on him because his other face just looks like perpetually puzzled. It's like someone's told a bad joke. He's a neat little figure. New age figures have just fantastic articulation at their size class. So very, very, very impressed. And
there's some fantastic detail on that too.
I know, considering like he's standing on a standard brick, right? Like that's the size of him. He's not large.
Here's a question. Do you have a alt mode shot of it?
I don't, because I loaded up this one photo and that's it. Sorry. Yeah. In fact, you know what? I do actually have him here. If I put my camera back on, as far as size comparisons go, so what have we got? We've got Studio 38, and there's New Age Megatron.
Nice.
Sorry.
Decepticons retreat.
Sounds more like Starscream to me.
Oh, it probably did.
Yes. That is the new acquisition for the week. I think it might be time to slow down on some of the purchases for a while, actually, because oh god, like I've had so many things turn up in the last few weeks.
There is.
There's robot mode for Jetfire too. Sorry.
I do love the red, not the chrome Vaxsack chrome on them. That's the one thing I hated about that Hasbro Jetfire.
Do you mean the one that was available for literally $15 less than this?
At Reject Shop.
Mm-hmm.
Well, John showed us what he thought of that.
Yeah. So look, that is it. Acquisitions are done. News is done. We are just coming up to the hour. Brad, do you want to talk about the Christmas donation drive?
Yeah, probably by next time or by the next show that goes out, it's going to be live. Head over to transformers.com. No, that's not right. Transformerscca.com. Transformerscca.com. All the information is going to be up on there, or check out the announcements of the buy-sell trade group or the discussion group. Do we want a hint?
Sure. It's our Christmas donation drive. It happens every year. We use the funds and the proceeds from the raffles and the donations in order to run the club for the next year or so. And every piece helps. The club is run by volunteers, and so when we go and put up a table at things like Supernova and Oz Comic Con, that money has to come from somewhere, and we'd rather it came from the club instead of from our own pockets. So please, as we say fairly frequently, if you enjoy the podcast, if you enjoy using the group, if you find any value in what we do, just running an active discussion group, running a buy-sell trade group, please, it's I believe the tickets are $5. Is that right, Brad?
Yep. And just for a hint, Cam, you showed your two earlier customs of Acid Storm and Sunstorm. We have a masterpiece version of both available in the upcoming donation drive. So, pay up.
Yeah, I'll get paid next week, so I'll be.
All good. So that's
it's more look, rather than pay up, it's more a case of like, if you do find value in what we do, please do support us, and as little as a $5 donation will get you an entry in the draw for some great prizes.
Exactly.
All right. That is it. So we've just hit the hour, so it is time to end the show. Thank you for listening, everyone. If anyone is watching along with the live record and being a Monday night, probably not. Thank you for checking us out. And if you want to find out more about these stories, there are links to them all in the show notes. That's posted to the Transformers Weekly Facebook page and the Podbean site. You can find us all in Transformers Collectors Club Australia on Facebook for commentary, feedback, and random sledging and insults. And if you're not already subscribed, you can find the podcast on iTunes, Pocket Casts, YouTube, Google Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, Jason's Podcasts, whatever. The RSS feed is on the website and in the show notes. We are a production of Transformers Collectors Club Australia, a registered club in Victoria run by volunteers like us, donating their time like us and money like us. Oh, by the way, Cam, sorry, we didn't tell you. You got to pay up to make the better for everyone. Our goal is to connect. Go on. Yeah, no,
I'll donate Jetfire.
He's fired. Our goal is to connect Transformers fans around the country, hopefully not with Cyber Battalion figures. And we do it by engaging the collecting community and telling them where to leave Cyber Battalion figures on the shelf if they see them. You can find out more information, including affordable yearly membership options, to show your support for what we do at TransformersCCA.com. Thank you for listening, and that is all from us. And we'll be back with more Transformers news next week.
And not one comment about the podcast that stops the nation. I'm glad.
Indeed.
Facepalm.
Coming up after this facepalm. What was it you just said? I wouldn't Ron Burgundy it?
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. Leave it in. See who notices. All right. Should we kick off? We're going to kick.
Let's do it.
We're going to kick some things, and they will be off. Therefore, we're going to kick off. It's going to off kick. Oh, I press end broadcast.
Good. Oh no, it still says live.
Yeah, no, I pressed the end button. Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah.
It'll end in a minute.